The New Delhi airport has seen around 100 flight cancellations on Sunday, a source said. They also said that the airport is functioning normally now, but this comes after security was heightened across airports in northern and western parts of the country. At least 32 airports were shut down for some time on Sunday after India and Pakistan launched the dogfight. Let me get you up to speed with what happened. Pakistan had launched a massive airstrike into Indian territory. Now India retaliated, and the Indian Air Force has now taken out multiple targets in Pakistan. Multiple Pakistani planes were also shot down. This is being called as the Balakot airstrike or the Balakot dogfight. Now let's come back to the Delhi airport. The airport saw heightened security on Sunday morning. Security was beefed up at all major airports in the northern and western parts of the country. Now, this included Amritsar, Ahmedabad, Lucknow, Jaipur, Guwahati, Srinagar, and Jammu airports. Flights were also briefly suspended from these airports. This led to chaos among passengers. Many took to social media to express their anxiety. Some flights showed departure delays of up to 2 hours. Some said that they've been asked to arrive at the airport at least 3 hours before departure. But the airlines have now said that things are back to normal. Go Air tweeted, "Go Air has been informed by Airports Authority of India that the temporary suspension of departures from 32 airports has now been lifted." Indigo also tweeted, "All our flights are operating normally." Vistara said, "We are in close contact with the Airport Authority of India and are operating our flights as per schedule." But even though the airlines are saying that everything is fine, many flights had to be canceled. Around 100 flights to and from the Delhi airport were canceled on Sunday, a source said. News agency PTI quoted an airport official as saying, "Around 100 flights were canceled at Delhi airport, 50 departures and 50 arrivals." Now, this includes flights to and from all the 6 terminals of the airport. And here's what we know about the cancellations so far. One flight from Delhi to Sharjah, a SpiceJet flight, it was canceled. Another flight from Delhi to Dubai, Air India Express flight, that one was also canceled. And this is just what we know so far. There could be more cancellations, but right now we do not have the data. There were also reports that international flights were being diverted to other airports, but the airport officials have denied this. The Joint Information Center of the Ministry of Civil Aviation tweeted, "It is clarified that there is no ban on any domestic or international flight. In fact, the movement of all domestic and international flights is normal." The Pakistan International Airlines also released a statement. They said that they are continuously monitoring the situation. They said, "In view of the prevailing situation, PIA has decided to divert all flights to Islamabad from Lahore. Passengers are requested to contact our call center for further information." So, what happens when there's a war between 2 countries? How does it impact the civil aviation sector? Well, it's quite a lot, actually. During times of war, civilian airplanes cannot fly over the territory of the warring nations. They also cannot land there. So this increases the flight time. It also leads to fuel costs going up because planes have to take longer routes. Sometimes planes have to make detours. They have to avoid the conflict zone, and all of this leads to delays and cancellations. In 2014, for example, when Malaysia Airlines flight MH17 was shot down over Ukraine, this is what happened. Transiting Russian airspace became a problem, so flights had to take longer routes. There were also cancellations. When Egypt and Israel were fighting in November last year, multiple flights were canceled. Having said that, there is one thing that you must know, and that is that wars are not fought with bombs and missiles alone. Conflicts today are fought in multiple ways, including the cyber way. In fact, it's become very common for hackers to target airports during such conflicts. So, apart from the physical infrastructure, the systems at airports are also targeted. For example, in 2015, during the Russia-Ukraine conflict, multiple Ukrainian airports were hacked. Systems at the Borispil International Airport and the Odessa International Airport were hacked. Coming back to the situation at the Delhi airport, the Joint Information Center has said that the situation is under control. The Ministry of Civil Aviation says it is constantly monitoring the situation and all the developments. They say they will issue advisories from time to time.